Hello there, looking for another game? You'd think at least. Yeah, there it is. It's a CM. Oh, I actually played this guy before. That's interesting. So let's see what we can do. And I played the Jobava London as well. And he probably remembers it as well. This is the best line. And yeah, he went for this last time as well. Yeah, let's see what we can do here. Just gonna develop my bishop. This bishop is looking into his own pawn, so it's not the best. Yeah, here I have to take. It's similar to what happened last game. So let's see. Do I want to keep my castling options open? I don't feel like castling queenside with the pawns already here. Let's just castle kingside. Don't believe we're following our last game exactly, but it's close. And I didn't learn much from last game because I feel like I shouldn't have allowed c5. But I remember this was still alright. Let's see, I believe at some point I played this. Yeah, let's go for this. Remember from last game I went here to try and attack on this side. That was the wrong idea. I need to put my knight there at some point. If he goes there to trade off bishops, probably gonna put my knight there. And this knight here. Maybe immediately I can go here. Always need to watch out for moves like this. So yeah, right now still doesn't work. I can take. Maybe this is right. I can play this, but then this pawn becomes a little bit weak. So this is an idea in some lines. I feel like this just improves my knight a lot. And he can't play this. He can prepare it, but at the very least I can just put a knight here myself. Just block that square. And maybe after takes, he is threatening that. So if he takes, I need to take with the pawn. That would be a nice central pawn there. So I don't mind that. Yeah, I think I need to go for this. He might have something like that, which is annoying. Oh, I can take it with my queen. But that's something to watch out for, because if he attacks my bishop, I can't take because I dropped my knight. And if I drop back, he can take my bishop and then take my knight. So right now we can't go here, but let's say we could. I would probably have to take there. Just to avoid losing a piece. And then I might still lose a piece, by the way. So this is a threat in a lot of positions. So I need to watch out for that. Could consider this, and then maybe bringing a knight over there. It's actually nice, I think. Don't mind this. This is defended. This rook does have a half open file. So he has something to play for there, but not too much. Maybe at some point I should just go here. So I always can drop my bishop back. If he goes there, gives my queen some mobility, because my queen is now kind of tied down to defending h5. And he also has this to consider, but I think I have some sacrifice there. Because I'm attacking the queen, and if he takes, I can win his bishop. So then I have won a pawn. He goes all the way back, which is passive, but at the same time might be alright. So yeah, could I consider going there? Maybe. My knight isn't too bad here at the same time. Yeah, what's his plan? He probably wants to go there. Should I just take this knight? He might want to go there with this other knight. Maybe this pin. Then this knight drops. So if he takes with his queen, then this becomes a really good idea. So he's probably going to take with this other knight. Then like this. I'm having a good knight here. He's having a knight there. But he can snatch my knights. Maybe that's not the best. Can I bring my queen over to start attacking on that side? Doesn't look like it. It isn't bad either. Let's go for that. He still doesn't have this. Can just take it. This is defended by the bishop. Yeah, he has this plan, but okay, he's gonna take. Oh, I need to take back because else this doesn't make sense. But he probably sees something here. Drops his knight in there. Okay. That's a thing. But I can still swing over, right? Is he gonna play something like this? And I can maybe take here. If he takes here, that's... Yeah, so I think this is alright. My bishop is undefended right now, so I should watch out for that. I think like this, I just one move threats, I feel like. So after I move my rook, he does have a nice square here, and I need to move my bishop, or take it. But after I take and rook takes, my pawn will be hanging. So probably I have to let this knight live here and say, okay, you're not really attacking anything, I'm just gonna move my bishop. By the way, he can't move here right now because that would be checkmate. And this is actually annoying for him, because I'm ready to kick his knight out as well. So he should consider what to do with this. Now probably g6 is alright, because his bishop is defending the dark squares. And he could go back with his knight, but that would be an accomplishment for me. Also, I can take it, so not right now. Maybe he can try something like this, but I feel like that's a bit dangerous for him as well. Yeah, I made him think, which is already a nice thing to make a candidate master think. And it's actually not a bad position. His pieces aren't doing all that much. Yeah, so he's trying to get rid of my bishop. So let's see, I take, he takes with the queen, I push here. And how does he defend? Does he just go back? I guess he does, because the bishop is no longer attacking that. Do I have a sacrifice here, is what I'm wondering. Don't think I do. If I go here right now, he takes, I take. You can just take, that doesn't work. Yeah, I feel like I have to take, but after this and this, he can go back. But I still feel like I have to... No, he can't go there, obviously. So yeah, what do I do? He's definitely gonna go there. Taking it doesn't really make sense. Does give him double pawns, but then this becomes weaker. And it's tough to get rid of that knight there. So then maybe I want to do this and bring my rook over or something. But the knight stays there. Maybe something like this. That's very slow. Yeah, let's kick it out. He needs to go there, I believe. Maybe this was an idea as well, but I feel like this was better. And then yeah, this is really slow, but it's the only plan I can think of really. And he's having some trouble to break through as well. Maybe he can start pushing his pawns. After this, like here, this is defended enough, maybe not. And if I need to go here, that's bad as well. And he's just gonna attack my pawn. So maybe I need to go for this now. Let my queen defend. Which is a little bit awkward, but maybe I have to. Could also consider this. Takes. J can take with the bishop. This looks dangerous, but I feel like I have to go for it. Okay. And he's ready to drop his knight back here. But I feel like stopping it is not really possible. So yeah, let's see. And I'm still having some pressure. I am down on time now. At least I feel like, again, I'm kind of holding on against a CM, which is still nice. So yeah, here, he's probably gonna put his knight there. Then maybe I have some ideas here, but he's gonna do that. Yeah, let's try it anyway. Maybe I'm missing something here. This queen move, I don't see what it does. I mean, it puts pressure on my rook, but it's defended. He's just gonna take and play this, probably. Or that, I guess. Yeah, so now what? I need to move my queen, obviously. This, I don't really feel like making that trade. Yeah, maybe this. And go for this plan. Need to watch out for my rook, but can move it first. Maybe even sack it, like this. But he's in time to come back with his queen there, so I shouldn't be sacking my rook. This is an interesting plan. Yeah, he can also push his pawn and start defending with the rook, which is an idea. That's probably why he's preparing that. Is he just gonna snatch a pawn here? He might be able to get away with it. Also, this might be an idea. Like his pieces aren't close to my king, so... Let's go here. He's probably gonna do something like this at some point. Yeah, she's just gonna do that. Guess I can try this. Maybe bring my other rook. Although he's gonna attack it probably. Yeah, now I need to be passive, I feel like. But maybe I can hold a draw here or something. I need to start activating my king. This is still a nice configuration, very solid. Let's drop it back all the way. This pawn at some point might need some protection as well. Jammed down on time by a lot. So I'm probably gonna lose on time, if not something else. But it's tough for him to break through here. Probably he needs to go for some pawn play. That's also an idea, I guess. So maybe I should beat him to it. He's giving me ideas as well. This pawn is weak now, but hey. And I'm probably gonna lose on time. Don't think there's any quick checkmates anyway. But maybe because of the time trouble, I'm gonna make some mistake. Okay, are you gonna go there? Because, okay, interesting. Yeah, this is just probably bad for me. Yeah, you can just start piling up here. And what do I do? And if I go there, it's possible, I guess. Let's try anyway. I can put his rooks here, and there's not much I can do. And he's a pawn up, so yeah, you can just win some more material and that's game over probably. I'm gonna continue, but there's no point. Probably gonna go there, yeah. Let's try for some tricks, you never know. And I'll be analyzing shortly, because this game won't take very long anymore. He can even sack his rook if he wants. But he's gonna go for the clinical approach. And that's mate with a rook probably, like last time. If you remember last game I played against him. Okay, let's go for the game review. Again, I felt like I held on pretty well. I mean, he's a CM, so I don't mind losing. 80.1 accuracy, not bad. Let's see where I could have improved. So yeah, here, H4. I believe last time Engine showed that. So this wasn't the right approach. And again, I allowed C5. So B4 here is actually the idea. And I said in the game, I remember from last time that I shouldn't have allowed it, but I didn't remember how. Last time I ended up getting an alright position, and this is also alright. It's minus 0.3, so not too bad. And this wasn't best by him. Apparently this was the idea. I felt like it wasn't good. It does defend and attack, but I feel like his knight is quite awkward in that position. I can go here and then he needs to deal with that, although maybe he has some checks to win my queen here. Why doesn't that work? Oh, knight takes, defends the queen, of course. Yeah, then here, engine says f6, and then, I don't know, this knight feels clumsy here, but apparently that's best. He didn't think so either, and then here, yeah, I just had to trade. This is an idea, and basically he needs to go there. This is still an idea, but this is practically his only move. And it's an equal position here, so to this point, I feel like I played well. Especially against the CM, yeah, and this was just too passive. F4 I should have played. Yeah, I felt like, why would make these two moves? He can just move back here now. Apparently bishop takes and give up on my attack here, but say, okay, you have a weakness here now. I have an alright knight. This bishop is pretty bad, so yeah, I wouldn't have mind playing that position actually. And this was just not the right idea. And here f4 is best, and it's again equal, so still I'm hanging on pretty well. Still equal, and this wasn't the right idea. Apparently queen e5. I didn't want to go into this endgame. It's equal apparently, but yeah, my pawns look very weak. Also this, even though my bishop is defending, I need to keep my bishop there. But apparently it was best. And I guess this plan just didn't work. And I felt like I should have taken here. I just realized too late that getting my other rook in wasn't really an option. But here it's still equal, so again I played well. This was just where I messed up. I should have considered why he played this. Yeah, I should have also realized my bishop is defending that pawn. Yeah, I saw I was losing a pawn for this, and I thought it was just a trade, but now I'm losing this pawn as well, because that's check. Now I'm just a pawn down, and not only that, but my king doesn't move anywhere. And like if I keep it here, like if I play a slow move, then he's gonna go there, and that's a problem as well. Yeah, here there's not much I could do. No point in analyzing any further. I tried for some tricks, you never know. Let's play another game. 3+2. Been playing 3+2 Blitz lately, and I quite enjoy it. Okay, my opponent wants to chat. I don't like traps, he says. Well then, don't fall for it, I guess. What's this? This is a mixture of openings. Okay, I'm not gonna repeat what he says now in chat. But he's being funny. I don't know this line at all. Debating between this and this. I'm guessing I should play this while I have the chance, right? Yeah, this can't be bad. This is his good bishop, so trading enough would be nice. Although he has 3 pawns on dark squares as well. But I think I can already go for the attack. Not even wasting any time. Okay, what does that do? He might want to go there at some point, but I can just take. So this, because I feel like sacrifice here might actually be good, because after this, how do you defend there? Maybe his idea to put his knight there then. Yeah, let's go for it anyway. Even sacking the pawn is not the worst idea. Could also just play it slow. Attack the knight like this. Yeah, this can't be good for him. He's chatting me, stop cooking. Yeah, this must be good for me. Bishop is pinned. My rook is defended twice, actually. And here, I think this is easiest. I'm full, he says, yeah. Might be time to castle soon now. Let's improve my queen first. Yeah, now let's castle. If he attacks my queen, I can just checkmate him. Or it's not checkmate, by the way, but it's close. Could consider that first, to bring his king here. Let's actually do that, because that's just annoying for him. This threatens checkmate already. And that doesn't stop it. So yeah, quite a nice game. And he wants a rematch, but I'm gonna go for review. Sorry, gonna analyze the game. Sorry, just typing again. Let's go to the game review. Was quite a nice win against the 1700, so that's always nice. 85 accuracy. Yeah, quite a nice game overall. Let's see what the evaluation has to say. Yeah, I didn't know this move, and apparently it's a bad move, but thing is, you need to know how to deal with it. d5 was best. So this was a nice plan. Already a4. That's the other side of the board. I went for h4 eventually. Yeah, after he's castled, this is right. Then h4 is just a good idea. Not the best. The best is to take. But I like keeping the tension in these cases. Like, if he goes for this and my queen lands there, then this becomes even stronger, because if my queen and my rook get lined up on this file, that's always dangerous for him. Yeah, and here sacking the pawn wasn't even best. Again, taking on g7. But here just, yeah, after this move, he needed to deal with this. Probably move his knight back. Yeah, knight f6 is the best move. But I still like this. Like, at the very least, I can do something like this, and it just visually looks dangerous. Like, this is defended right now, so after he moves his king back, it is defended, but it can't take very long, and that's not even the best move, so you needed to move to h8 even. But yeah, just intuitively, and the engine shows it's +1, this should have been good. So that's why I was not worried losing the pawn here. And here he just allows this, and this is game over quickly. Probably I had this immediately here. Yeah, queen g5 and just... So this was a little bit too slow, so that's something I had to learn. This is a missed win. Just taking here. And I guess if he takes back, it's made in two. Ah, my queen can still go here. I was thinking, okay, here his queen can take, but I can go here now. And no matter where he goes, that's just checkmate. But I unknowingly decided to torture him for some more. Yeah, and here bishop takes his best. Could have taken with the rook as well, but then his king might be able to go there and he doesn't lose his queen. And here he kind of loses his queen by force. Because yeah, if he tries to save his queen, that's just going to be checkmate, right? Bishop takes e5 check. Yeah, I need to take because else the knight blocks. And now my bishop is blocking of his king, so he basically has to take, and this is just checkmate. So in the game he decided to take, which was best, but after this, castling was best, funnily enough. So yeah, I played a really good game. So again here, I was just debating playing this immediately, but decided, okay, let's just castle first, it's safer. And apparently that was the right idea. And then here I just noticed that this is a checkmate threat. And my opponent either missed it or was done with it. And yeah, that's a nice checkmate. Again, queen is blocking off all the squares, so it's a little bit of a smothered mate. Playing another 3+2 game. Against the Finnish 1637. Let's see what we can do. I like to go for Jobava London, but this is not Jobava London, and I should have played this immediately. Already know I messed up a bit, but it's still fine. So maybe let's go for this plan now. If he wants to castle that way, that's always annoying for him. And this is just a very solid structure. It's not the best, arguably, but it's very solid at the very least. I think I even like my pawn here before I develop my knight in these lines. So let's go for this. I might want to delay castle because it depends a bit on where he wants to castle. So let's just wait, see what he wants. These pawns are defended very well. Yeah, so here I think I can just go for the attack. That's why I didn't want to castle kingside, because I wanted to keep that option open. Yeah, so he goes for that. Feels like I can just kick it out, right? This doesn't come with a threat. I mean, it attacks my rook, but I can just easily move it. And then where does the knight go? Might be trapped. Maybe he can sack it for at least a pawn or something. Yeah, that's what he does. And I'm gonna take with the knight. Okay, and he's happy to trade here, but I'm still attacking. Yeah, you put your rook here, but my king isn't even castled there. And so I don't really feel the need to castle quickly as well. Let's just attack. Can I sack here and then bring my knight up to go for this? Looks interesting. Maybe put my knight here first, because he can't get away with that, I feel like. And now I'm definitely threatening that, I think. Maybe even that. Bishop takes, queen here. Yeah, so let's go for that. I think that's made in two now. He can't take with the king. Yeah, this is just checkmate. Actually quite a nice find. But that's when you see, when you can open things up here, you don't even have to calculate everything. And let's go to the game review, because you never know, I might have been wrong. But just an intuition, if you can open things up there, it's usually good. And on the spot, you can usually find something. So it was quite a nice finish. 86.6 accuracy. It's quite a nice game. Yeah, here I already knew I had to play this. But people don't play the English defense too often. I'm so used to just putting my knight there because I always play the Jobava London. But this is still plus 0.8, so even with how this opening went, it's not that bad. Yeah, and here probably castling was just best. E5, yeah, I looked at this as well. And because his king isn't castled, usually this is a good idea, but in this case my king isn't castled either, so I wasn't sure. But apparently this is just good if he takes. Yeah, d takes, I'm attacking the knight now. This bishop is alright, but the knight is defended very well, and yeah, this is annoying for him, so I should have given that some more thought. I was actually waiting for him to castle here because I felt like this was good. And it's an alright idea, but I had a way bigger advantage here. And here this is just good. Yeah, he shouldn't have played that. He could have maybe allowed this, so let's say he plays a random move. This might not even be that good. Apparently it is. Again, is sacking the rook the idea? No, not even. That's what you can see. Just opening up this file, even at the cost of a pawn, is just good. It's now plus 1.2. So when you've seen these things a lot on intuition, you can basically play these. And yeah, here he just loses a knight. And taking back with the bishop was better. Yeah, I felt like I wanted my bishop still here because it's also pointing at the king, and that's where I want to attack. So that's why I kept my bishop. And this is not smart by him to trade here. Yeah, here I just open things up. And then here, and I was wondering, do I have something here immediately? Like this. This probably doesn't work. It also works. So even this sack is just good. And even the slow d takes e. Yeah, and there's so much pressure here for him. That's gotta be winning. So on intuition, I almost played that. But I saw that this is just easier, a little less risk. And I didn't see it immediately. But here, yeah, that's just made in 3. And it's given a brilliant move, so that's always nice. Yeah, it's just part of a made in 3, so don't know how brilliant it actually is, but it's nice to get a compliment by playing another game. See what we can get. Let's go for the Jobava London, our favorite opening. Okay, and we go into this variation. Always nice to start attacking early. And this is all theory. I'll show you after the game an analysis what's going on here. Here you just take the knight. Never really scared of this. So I think I'm just going to develop my knight here. If he goes here, I'm just going to sack a pawn here. He doesn't even. Okay, so let's castle. This looks like it doubles my pawns, but actually he just gave up his bishop pair, and I'm fine with that. And actually here, I think this is alright. So if he takes, this intermezzo is not good, but I feel like after taking back, I have a really nice knight. If he kicks it out, I can take here. So he's going there. Maybe this now, although this is not really under attack. Maybe bring in the queen or something. Yeah, let's do that. You might want to go for this, yeah. Nice move. I think I should just keep my knight here. Maybe go for ideas like this. But with his bishop still here, doesn't really do much. Let's just improve my rook. On the open file, can't be wrong. He can take here, but Feel like that gives me a lot of activity. Yeah, I can sack some more pawns. Could also go for this, maybe. Actually, an interesting idea. He can never go here because my knight is there. Rook is gonna go there. Now basically all in at this point. But I kind of like my position. Like this probably already threatens a lot of stuff. And he might be fine if he moves his rook away. Although I don't really think he is. Okay, so I can still take here. Doesn't really matter that your king is there. It's even better for me actually. And I think this is a mating attack now. He just went too greedy. And let's see. If I go here, he needs to drop back. I can go there and then there or something. I mean, should be winning. So this. And then let's see. Yeah, let's just go here, I guess. At least winning the rook, but maybe there's more. But I don't see it. So let's just win the rook. Yeah, and he just resigns. Probably does some kind of mate here. My rook is also coming in. Saying mate in 5. Let's go for the game review. And let's see. 84.9 accuracy, so not the best. I had 3 missed wins. So that's interesting. Let's see where I missed something. So yeah, this is all preparation up to this point. This is an interesting idea. I've never seen it in this position. So bishop e5. Yeah, that's an idea in a lot of positions. But I felt like this would be alright too. And this was wrong. So let's see. Queen here apparently is better. Rook e1. But it's still advantage to white. Yeah, and he grabs a pawn here. This isn't even best. It says this. I like this as well. But after he takes here, it's not so clear to me. I have very good rooks, but I wanted to go for an attack. Yeah, and here this was just a mistake. It's already +4 here. And this was a missed win. Apparently I had something better. Rook g3. And let's say he plays something random. What's my threat? Queen h6. Yeah, makes sense. He can still go here. And now my rook comes here, and that's unstoppable. So yeah, that would have been better. But after this is also very good. And apparently he has e5 here. But I can just take, and this is good for me. And apparently don't take with the queen here. Yeah, play this first. The evaluation changes a lot. Rook h4 actually. Oh, because it's hanging and okay. I even have time for slow moves apparently. Didn't calculate it fully, but had I come to that position, I would have. Here I felt like this would be easiest. And apparently this is winning as well. Just let him take and then go for this. That's also nice. Didn't see that. Here. Oh, that's mate in 1 actually. Yeah. I should have seen that my queen is stopping him from going in there. And then here again I miss the easy way mate in 1. I don't know what I'm doing. But basically this is still mating. Like he has to go here somewhere, and Probably my rook comes in. Even this rook. Yeah, play a game. Playing with the white pieces. We're gonna go for our Jobava London. Always happy to play a Jobava London game. It's one of the main ideas of the Jobava London, and it works best in this line. Of course, he can defend. That's all part of the plan. This is actually the best move in this position, which not a lot of people play. So that's interesting. Let's just continue developing. And he probably wants to go for this now. I think. He doesn't. I'm not really scared of that. Probably gonna have to castle king side. I was thinking of maybe castling queen side, but in this case it doesn't really work. This trade is, I think it's good for me. I can even trade here, mess up his pawns as well. Then advance my knight. Could also consider this, which is probably what I should do. He could go here. Still, I like this. If he takes, he loses the knight, so that's not what he can do. This attacks my queen, so I have to move my queen there, but yeah, lots of places to move it. Okay. So let's actually go for this. He takes my bishop. I'm just gonna take back. And then, what's that knight doing there? So maybe even force that, because that's actually quite a nice pawn structure. He still has this, but just a one move attack. Doesn't really do much. Still here, now I need to watch out to not go there and blunder a fork. But of course I wouldn't have. Yeah, now I can start making use of the open files. Do I want to do it with my rooks? So move my queen up first. Maybe just move my queen here. Usually you don't want to leave with your queen, but in this case it might be alright. So let's go for that. Rooks probably belong there. And it just looks quite pleasant. Not really winning any material or anything, but just looks really good. Also have more central control. E4 is always an idea in a lot of positions, not here of course. If you like that knight, it's attacking nothing on that side of the board. So yeah, what are you doing there? So let's just improve the rook. And he might want to bring his queen over. Probably not there, but start some attack. But yeah, my king is well defended. And it's not easy for him to get his bishop in the game. This move always drops a pawn. And this just stares into another pawn. Maybe could try go here and put pressure here, but at the moment it's defended even. So this bishop is doing a nice job. So I might even be able to get a rook on the 7th already. So why not actually? Does he want to cut the circulation? I can just put my other rook there. And this rook is kind of out of the game. So right now he might want to play this, just to be able to get his other rook, this rook involved. Yeah, so that's what he does. But now, let's say I go here, right? That drops this, so that's not not a good plan. Let's just go here. He goes there, take. He needs to take back with the bishop, which makes his bishop passive. Okay, so he wants to trade knights. I feel like I shouldn't, that improves his queen. So let's go for this. His idea is probably that, well, I don't know actually. My rook is defending this now, so I don't need my bishop for that. This knight is now on the rim there for no reason. Might want to go for something like this or something, I don't know. But at the very least, I always have the option of trading. Okay, that's a fork. Does he have anything there? I don't see it, so let's play it. Don't think I'm missing something. But that's just attack on a knight. Maybe like this actually. Yeah, I think I need to play it like this. Because else I don't think I'm winning the rook. He's winning a pawn here, but that's just a pawn. I'm winning an exchange. I think. Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't think so. And I really need to speed up. I have 29 seconds. So let's focus. And he can't even take this because I'm attacking the queen as well. So let's go pawn grabbing. Don't mind losing this and then this pawn. He is going for that. Maybe could have taken the bishop first as well. Let's go for this maybe. Yeah, this maybe wasn't the smartest idea. He gets a lot of play now. He might even be winning. He probably is winning. There's no way to stop checkmate there. But he doesn't see it. So I don't know. Let's go for this. Maybe that saves the game. Okay. I don't know what's happening here. Okay. He's probably still mating me, although I don't really think so anymore. Yeah, this should be winning for me now. He probably missed that my queen could go back there. And he resigns. Okay, quite a messy game, I'd say. But let's go for the game review. And let's see if we can learn something. 78 accuracy, not the best. Rating estimated at 1800. Yeah, it's fair. Probably a little bit lower, I'd say, but okay. So yeah, this is all theory. Like I said, that was the best move. And here, how do I continue? 95 immediately, so I should consider that next time. Yeah, like I said, this was actually a good trade for me. And then here, this wasn't best, okay? I was considering this. Maybe move him back. Let's say he defends. I feel like this becomes weak. Yeah, already f3, just break through on that side. So could have done that. This was still alright as well. Yeah, like I said, it's a little bit better for white, not much. I just have a lot of space. This wasn't even best. Because he has a e5 here. Felt like I could just take. Then after this, he has this and he wins my rook. Yeah, I do have, what do I have? Just a pawn for the exchange. Apparently it's still equal, but that's, yeah, something I should have been a little bit more aware of. Then here he allowed me to consolidate. Yeah, trading knights would be bad here, I think. Although, not really that bad. Of course, this queen is not doing anything here, but I felt like it would be beneficial for me, and the engine agrees this is the best move. To just keep my knight, because this knight is now definitely better than this knight. And then here, that did allow this. And here, yeah, bishop g3 is the only move. So, important thing, I can't take the rook because this is checkmate. I don't know if I mentioned that in the game, but that's a thing to note. So, that's not something I can do here. So you think, okay, let's just do this because now I'm attacking the knight and the rook. But unfortunately here he has this check. And let's say this. Does he have time to save the rook? Because then I take the knight, so maybe not. Apparently he can take here, and let's say I take the rook there. That's actually losing for me. Yeah, he just has some checks and king g1. Okay, engine says this. So why is it losing for me then? Oh, now he says, it says queen e4. Yeah, that's really dangerous. I can move here, but that's probably not where you want your king to be. Anyways, a lot of complications, but bishop g3 stops all of that. And now indeed his rook and his knight are under attack, and he doesn't have any check to stop it. He can play this check, but I just take the knight, and yeah, now I've won a knight. Okay, he can save his rook, but at the cost of a knight, so that's not what you want. So this was his best idea. And this was right. I felt like, okay, you can take this here, I don't mind. And now I was wondering, because I didn't even consider this, but it might have been good. Apparently this was alright, so okay. And here I was just doing this, and then at this point, yeah, it's just made in two. And I saw it in the game, and I don't know why he didn't play it, because he was thinking for a while here, like, yeah, he took 12 seconds, like, queen anywhere here, basically, and just, this is mate, because the bishop stops this, and I just can't prevent it. I don't have any checks, so I could consider something like this, but it's just mate. And I saw it after I played the move. I got a little bit too careless here, like I could have just taken a pawn, for example. Would have all been fine. I mean, now I have to calculate this, and this doesn't work because he can take, and there's a lot to think about here. Probably just this. But I should have been more careful here. Now when he played this, yeah, it's still winning for him because he still has this idea, I felt like. But at least I had this, so that if he plays this now, I have a check here, and it's actually winning for me. So what's his best move here now? Yeah, actually just this. And then this is still a threat. So I need to play queen b8. To basically take that pawn if he goes there. Yeah, okay. Now e5. And then queen b1, or you can checkmate on that square as well. So that's why this square, so it's to prevent that and that. But now with this here, I can't prevent both anymore. Rook takes f7 to stop it, yeah. So that's why it's still losing. That's quite difficult. But here I'm actually winning. And I can probably take the bishop. So I don't really know why he sacrificed here, because he was definitely winning and now he's not anymore. But even better was taking here, which I did. And if he goes here, it's probably, yeah, that's just checkmate. So we went back. And this wasn't best. Though I felt like that's always good to have in store. Here I went for the check. Yeah, and probably here this was best to pick up the bishop. Yeah, engine agrees. Didn't see it, but I felt like I could get out of danger here, and then basically after this I saw I had a forced queen trade. And now I just have 2 rooks. Okay, he has 2 pawns for 2 rooks, but rooks are definitely better than pawns. I hope you know that. So yeah, like I said, quite a messy game. He had a mate in 2 at some point. I got lucky to get out of it. So that's why you see, always keep playing. Don't resign after you play your own move. Let him find it first, because maybe he doesn't, and in this case he didn't. So I'm happy yeah, to have shown you this game. Let me know what you think, and for now, thank you for watching. Bye bye.